Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rob from Feedbackwrench. Today I want to talk about if you are a real estate agent and you're looking at the various real estate tools that are available for your website. There's some things that I really want to talk to you about. So right off the bat, so you know, real estate websites are not all created equal, and it's always difficult because you have to decide what's going to be most important to you, because here's how a real estate website service or website system is usually set up. First of all, you have the actual homepage, web page type of deal. Then you have your listing system, which usually is an IDX system, which pulls information from your MLS, here in Minneapolis from the North Star MLS. And then from there, you have your CRM or lead forwarding system. That's how it's usually split up. You need to think of those three areas. One, you have the actual website. A lot of times they're integrated, but two, you have your listing system, your search system, whatever's accessing the MLS. And then the third thing is you have your CRM. Now, the reason why this is important to understand is a lot of the major tools out there like Real Geeks, Kunversion, and some of these other ones, they are primarily an IDX system with a CRM on them that happens to allow you to do some website posting or some blogging. Here's why I want you to understand this. When you are doing SEO, and really it's not that you do SEO, all your digital activity is designed so that when people intersect with you, or hopefully they will intersect with you, that you are earning their business. You're bringing them along the buyer's journey. You help them become aware of you. You help them during their consideration stage, and you help them when they make a decision. And there's things you need to do for that. I'm not going to get into all of that. But when it comes to SEO or search engine optimization, or more precisely inbound search-based systems, real estate agents can often decide not to do some of the best practices for two reasons. One, they don't know them. They don't understand what it is that's going to help them rank. I want to solve that for you. The second thing is it's not always the most important or most valuable use of time and investment. This guy's just sitting there. Here's what's so critical for you to understand. When it comes to SEO, there's two things that you need to do. One, remember that all search engine optimization or inbound marketing online is that somebody's going to grab a device. They're going to ask either Google, Bing, or YouTube a question. And from there, that search engine is going to serve up a solution to that query. You really need to think in that term. So the queries you want to participate in are important to define. You have core commercial keywords, which are like realtor and homes for sale. And then you have long tail keywords that are more problem-based. Or they can be regional based, right? So problem would be, do I owe taxes when I have a large gain on my home? Well, not if it's a primary residence, right? That would be a problem keyword. If you want to rank for that, you could create a blog post titled that, marked up properly for that answers that solution. And chances are over time, as you build up backlinks and share that and people use it, and you make it more and more authoritative, that you would rank for the term taxes owed on property sold. Something like that. The other thing could be a more regional long tail keyword, best restaurants in Lakeville, Minnesota. Daycares, like you become this aggregator, kind of like the listing blogs that are out there where you help everybody intersect with your community around you, right? But think of queries, list out the queries. Those queries though is like when someone comes to Google and asks a question, Google's like a dad, and the search customer is like his daughter. And Google does not want to connect his daughter to somebody who's just willy-nilly, unverified, unauthoritative, and not doing a good job or not worthy of trust. So what happens is you need to create solutions to queries. That's the first step. Your website, your Google My Business page, those are the two main things, need to answer that. The second thing is you need to prove that you are worthy of trust. Well, back to the real estate thing. Stay with me here. When it comes to real estate websites, most of the time, two things are happening. One, people are blogging lots of nonsense. They're not thinking through the queries that they want to be the authority on. And that's the big difference. You don't want to blog willy-nilly, because none of us are that important or that interesting that people really just want to hear what our day was like. They want solutions to queries. So a lot of the times these sites don't have that. But here's the second problem. The websites that you get out of the box from Real Geeks, from Kunversion, from all of these other IDX primarily type of systems are template based. In other words, they are almost identical with the exception of 1 to 4 pages as anybody else on their platform. So I know, for example, there's another website that there's a huge problem with this for CPA Site Solutions. Both of these template-based systems are basically cranking out the identical system almost for every single website or for every customer that they have. I know that if I went on one person on conversion to another real estate version that has a conversion site, when you start comparing their Lakeville home pages, right? There's not a lot of difference. What it'll be is a meta description or a meta tag, but the content on that Lakeville page is basically unchanged. And what that is Google looks at that, supposedly, Google and Bing look at that and they go, what? This is the same as every other type of page for this. This is not unique content. It does not seem like this is worthy of a high ranking. So the fact that the websites don't have solutions to queries, the fact that they have a ton of what's called duplicate content means that most of those tools are not going to rank. Not only that, but they're large sites. When you start looking at the site maps of these tools, they are large sites, but large sites with tons of duplicate content. So here's my tip. Your goal when you get a real estate website should be to make sure that your site is unique and that the content you have for the keywords you want to rank in is unique, helpful, useful, and meaty, just good, meaty, M-E-A-T-Y. And think through where you want to win. That's a whole other video. Thinking through the regions, the types of properties that you want to dominate in. Homes for sale, Lakeville. Homes for sale, Rosemount homes for sale. Those types of queries probably matter to you. So then you need to have landing pages that have those listings that are non-duplicate content and that you can build up your backlinks to. So that would mean building relationships. But I just want you to know that's the 3 ways the websites are built out. They're either you have the web page side of it, you have the IDX system, and then you have the CRM. And one of the things that goes wrong is they're just duplicate content websites. And, well, that's the primary problem. So then you got to ask yourself, well, what can I do to be unique? Now, inbound marketing might not be the primary way you drive leads, but Google Ads can be something. And social media has a ton of opportunity, right? So if you decide on social media being your better solution, there's a whole other conversation there. But if you're thinking of doing a real estate website, I would more recommend that you use like a Broker IDX, iHome Finder, something like that for your listing systems, and then invest into your website as a whole or as a system so that you get unique content that's marked up for you, marked up for your region, and is not duplicate content. That's my tip for you. I hope that's helpful, and keep it going.